everyone, it's Louise with louisemckayart, and welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're here, and I'm going to be working on another charcuterie board. I've already done the first paint skin. It is absolutely spectacular, and I'm working with probably one of my favorite of all time color palettes. I just love the earth tone color palette. So this is my paint skin silicone mat that I put my paint down on. This works really well because once the paint is dry, it's easy to peel the paint skins off. So, and I want to say that I don't have the charcuterie board that I'm going to put it on yet because I don't know which one I'm going to use. I've started going to Facebook Marketplace and on the internet to find mills or people that not only mill down wood, but also kiln, K-I-L-N, dry it. And I went to a shop in a place called Waynesville and picked up some boards, picked up some black walnut and some cherry, a couple other items, some big boards, and then I cut them down to size. So that's what I've been doing with these boards now, since Big Lots no longer carries my charcuterie boards that used to be very convenient to work on. So now I'm pretty much making it from scratch. But you know what? That's okay, because then I get to stain it and do whatever I want with it. So it's, you know, it's probably just as well. Getting near the end of my pillow here. Got another can. I've got to bring it down and decant it. But this is my pillow, 6011N. I don't do anything. People have asked, do you add Floetrol to it? Do you add water to it? No. This by nature is already thinner than when I used the MultiPro. If you recall, I had MultiPro and I had problems with it a couple times, and I just decided I'm kind of done with it. So I've been kind of staying away from it, and then now working on this with the 6011N, and it's eggshell, and it happens to be an interior. Let me show you the can. I show this in all kinds of videos, but I don't show it in everything, so here you go. 6011N, eggshell, interior. Here you go, take a picture. And then you can go to the store, Home Depot, or I think that's at Home Depot. It might be Lowe's, it's one or the other. Just look it up, you can find out. All right, first color, this is my quinacridone Nickelazzo Gold by Glidden and Zeus. And I'm almost near the end, so I'm not going to show you the consistency because I just have to get it out of here. And this silicone mat's got me bothered a little bit. It's always had a little bit of a fold in it. You can see the fold. I don't like that. But it seems to work either way. But I need to somehow get that fold out. When they mail it to you, it's folded. Got it off Amazon. So I'm going to just finish this off. You never can get enough of this. If you're interested in finding out, because this is a no longer produced color with Glidden, if your rights to Glidden, or if you look up Glidden and then search replacement for quinacridone Nickelazzo Gold or QNAG, they should tell you the two colors that are the replacement colors. And I've got something in this. Now, just so you know, this color, the gold, is mixed with my normal pouring medium, which is Valspar 833124. These three are mixed with the Infinity. And I'll put a picture up. And MinWax. Pouring medium is about a 3-to-1 ratio. Now, this paint is old. This paint is from January. So it's getting a little bit long in the tooth, and I'm almost done with it. I used this paint when I was with Kathleen's Patreon account down in Fort Myers in January. So that's how old it is. And now it's October. Bronze. Iridescent Bronze by Glidden. This color combination is a no-fail. And if I were to give advice to somebody that's brand new, don't be afraid of the cost of this golden, because this is well worth it. It's beautiful paint. You can't go wrong. It'll help you get better. But you certainly should start out maybe with some deco art, maybe some artist loft, but soon thereafter get into the golden. Buy a couple 1 ounces at Michael's when there's a 40% off sale. Just get a couple to flavor. I would definitely get the iridescent gold, and definitely I would get the black too. Silly color. Well, you know what? I wouldn't get the black. If you're spending that kind of money, I would get the gold and I would get the bronze. And let's see, what else would I get? What else would I get if I were gonna get golden? Oh, the iridescent pearl. Pearl, bronze, gold. Gold, pearl, bronze, in that order. That's what I would do. Okay, this is my cell activator, Australian. This is from a year ago. A year ago, May. So that's how old. Still works fine. These were in bottles given to me from Jessica Winterstrom Art, when she was here for the fluidart experience. Still works fine. Every once in a while when it gets thick, I add a little bit more Australian Floetrol to get it thinned down a little bit. It works fine. It's beautiful. I do have a video 141, my American Floetrol cell activator. If you want to see how I make it, I'll link it above. All right, here we go. This is the white. And the black. And the blow. So as I'm blowing this out, I want to take a moment to tell you about video 419. I'll link it above. It's called The Art of the Blow. And in that video, I show you how to find your blow with a little cheat. And it's actually sometimes more difficult to find your mouth than you think, as silly as it sounds. And in that video, I also show you how the angle and speed of your blow affect the way your composition comes out. Oof, lightheaded after that one. Okay. So for especially the new people, I'm blowing through the straw there into the cell activator to get it to spread out a little bit so that the paints underneath can push through and make those pretty cells that you would like to see in the middle of these blooms. And while I have a minute, I'd like to direct you to my description where I have links to some of the products I use and also links to some of the more educational type tutorials. All right, so we are going to help spread this out a little bit, stretch it out before I even get to spinning it. So I'm just going to pull some of that pillow out to the side. So the paint has a place to flow onto. So I'd also invite you to stay tuned to the video as I'm going to have another paint giveaway, and also I'm going to be announcing my 5-part charcuterie board series coming up. Wow. I tell you, this color palette, you just cannot go wrong with this. All right, let's give it a gentle spin and see where we end up, see how it shapes up, and then we'll go from there. So I'm going to take some moment, I'm going to add some more pillow going around the horn. I'll probably skip ahead here or go on fast forward. You don't need to see me do all this. But the reason why it's important is because as I'm getting to the edge like right there, if I don't put more pillow down, what's going to happen is when I spin it again, that edge is going to roll over itself and I'm going to lose that nice edge. And I might want that edge when I'm laying it down on my charcuterie board. I often do cut these back. Obviously, I take some scissors and I cut them down. I have to get the white off for sure. I need to cut the composition out like paper dolls. And I like doing it this way. There's people that'll do it just straight on the board. And I have done that, and I tell you, I'll be honest, my creations were hideous. So bad. So I would sand it down and restart. Yeah. Because I just don't like doing it directly on the board. I just don't have the ability, or maybe I'm just too picky. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just not skilled enough at that. I might be missing something. I don't know. But I like doing it this way. I like having the control. I like being able to cut this out the way I see fit. I don't know what board I'm going to use yet, so I don't know how big to go. And I do it like this. I baby it. I don't want to have all the pillow already stretched all the way out to Kingdom Come. So I want to control this as it grows. I want to control the development. And, you know, while typically in art you want to have a flow and some freedom, which I do like to have, but when I'm making something very deliberate like a charcuterie board, I want to be able to say what's happening, because I have a deliberate end game in mind, and it's not just a matter of creating something pretty or trying to. All right, a lot of talk. Let's give it another whirl, and then we're going to see how big it is. I think it's probably almost done. I'm going to make sure you get enough paint spread out. Yeah, it's definitely done. It's way big. Might be too big. Yeah, it's 10 inches. It's going to be big. And it's a big one. Perfect example. Remember I told you about rolling over itself? Look at that leading edge right there. It's rolling over itself. That's what you don't want to have happen. So let's close some of this pillow in. So it can get its shape back. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to stop because I think it's already too big for anything. Oh my gosh. I might have to make another one. But look at this. Either which way, it's gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Oh! All right, put this to bed. So here are the wet results of both, and then I have a little announcement to make coming up in a second. All right, everyone, I just wanted to insert here that for all future charcuterie board creations, I'm going to be including a playlist where from now on, I'm only going to be showing you the paint pour and the result, but the playlist will have in each part a standalone video. So part 1, of course, will be the video that you see for the creation. Part 2 will be where I show you how I peel the paint skin, prep the paint skin by cutting it out and also finishing it off prior to putting it on the board. Part 3 will be a detailed explanation about applying the paint skin to the board, the things I look for, the watch outs, all the tips that I can think of. Part 4 is a paid to play video that'll be on YouTube where I show you how I get my really nice smooth resin result on the edge. And in that video, it's 37 minutes. I show you the preparation of the resin area, the actual resining itself, and then finishing off the board at the end after the resin is cured. And then the last part will be part 5, where I show you how I finish the board off with the wood butter, the handles, and then also finishing off the backside. All these parts will have a lot more detail than what I've gone into before. I'm doing this because it's really hard for me to keep putting out videos with each of the sections or parts of each section for every single creation. So I'm going to have standalone videos for each part. You can go back and refer to each one. Hopefully that'll help you guys with a little more detail in each part, and it'll definitely help me in terms of not having to create a full tutorial every single time. All right, I just wanted to explain that. I'm going to link the playlist here at the end of our tutorial today, and I may not have all 5 parts in there by the end of the weekend, but I'll be putting each part in there as the weekend shows up. But you'll see when they are posted. Okay, hope that makes sense. All right, everyone, drum roll, please. This week's giveaway is an array of 21 Amsterdam fun-size 20 milliliter paints. And this is a really good starter set for anybody. So my rules are only this. You have to leave a comment within 24 hours of the video airing that you're interested in the Amsterdam paints. After 24 hours, I will enter all the people into the drawing, into the little white bag. I'll draw a winner, and then whoever wins, I will reply back to your comment that you're interested by letting you know that you won. And then all I will ask at that point is that you email me so I can let you know what the postage would be plus $1 to get these paints. So all I'm asking, these are free. All I'm asking for is that you pay for postage and $1 for my time and effort. So that's what we have for this week, everybody. Good luck. Let's have fun. All right, everyone, we finally are going to call this a wrap. And here she is, fully resined and finished in the outdoor natural light. I do want to point your attention to the nice smooth edge there of the resin. That's what I was talking about a minute ago with the paid for tutorial. That's a 37-minute video. I show you all the details of how to get that. So if you're interested in that, my email is in the description. Just give me an email and we'll talk about the details going forward. So if you're new here and enjoyed this, I invite you to join my channel by subscribing, hitting the bell and all. You'll get all my latest art tutorials. I create a lot of functional art like this, wood boards, lazy Susans, coasters, clocks, ornaments, even yo-yos. So come along and see what I have to offer. Also, all of my creations are available for purchase, and I have my link to my online store with some examples of some of the items I have available. I also can create anything custom. I can match any color you need. And one thing more, I've started doing classes in my home, so if you're interested in that, let me know. So I think that's all I have for now, everybody. And take care. Till next time.